Folk, I need you to tell me.
Yeah.
Talk to him.
Who spit these bars? In the beginning, a few of the people who had a problem I was this good scoffed. I just shook off. Probably reminded you of the first time you saw Tiger Woods golf. Never thought about how much my race and nationality meant, but based on how I ascended, see how plain it was now. They want me to jet, but no one really gave a fuck about my descent.
Till I took off.
Ooh.
Ooh.
No bars off. Huh. Yeah. MCs take no bars off.
Eminem.
Mistook me because I looked soft, but I stood tall. I just followed the doctors.
Doctor's orders. Yes, sir.
So I rose and grew balls, told these hoes to screw off, decided opposing you was what I'm supposed to do. All I did was say what I'm feeling when the vocal booth calls and had you on pins and needles when I spoke to you all.
You feel my pain?
It's almost like I poke voodoo dolls.
And I hope my spirit haunts the studio when I'm gone.
My picture jumps off a post and just floats through the halls and fucking goes through the walls like the ghost
Ghost
of
of
Lou
Lou
Rawls.
Rawls.
Son.
What?
Yikes.
Yes. Yeah.
Jesus.
Listen.
Yeah.
First of all, what were you thinking producing that? Like, what was on your mind with that track? Like, how did that even come about?
Yo, big shout out to
Yikes.
that's a Dem Jointz
Listen.
record. So it's Dem Jointz, Dre, and the camp, and M requested from Dre, like he wanted an orchestrated part. You know what I'm saying? So all I did was come in and help orchestrate. So the pianos and the arrangement at the end when M's verse comes in. That's like
and
my
that's
musicality.
the part.
That
like
is
the
the
build
part.
up. Like the
But
the
that's still
strings. Oh
that's
my
all I
God.
do. I just and I've been working with Jointz for a long time, so he trusted me with that, and that was an honor.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
We featured that verse on an earlier show too. Because I don't know what the hell M was thinking, but that whole
when he blacks out, he blacks out.
Yeah, that whole the drama said I'm going in, already got an arm and head in, like it's yeah.
He just goes in.
Yeah, I don't know. But yeah. It's like y'all were battling. Like you wanted to see who can float on this beat the craziest because this beat is nuts.
Yeah.
And then M just took it and was like, okay.
I got it. Yeah.
Challenge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny because we were trying to match him.
Listen.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Welcome to No Bars Off.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Yeah, welcome back.
If it's your first time here,
Hey, welcome.
we thank you.
You're all welcome.
We thank you. We know there's a lot of our viewers and our subscribers. We're not complaining about it, but feel free to click the button.
Feel free. It's nice.
Action
For
item.
free too.
If you're unfamiliar, we are a show that talks about lyrics. We go line by line, break them down, talk about them, and decide if the artist took any bars off. Did they go in all the way?
And yes, we're judging. Yes. In case you ask.
And today, we are blessed with the presence of my big bro, who I've known, I want to say, man, you realize it's over 15 years?
Yeah, it definitely is.
That's crazy.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yo, met this guy in Atlanta. Didn't have to show me love. I was an up and coming, just flailing MC trying to make my way in the game.
Yo, that's all cap.
This guy,
all cap. Nah, come on.
Man, no, seriously, man. I was nothing,
Right.
And you
As you
offered
look
me,
over his shoulder and see unsigned hype.
Right.
You
Come
offered
on,
me beats.
Come on, bro.
when you didn't have to. Seriously, man. You invited me in your home. We did EPs together.
Yeah.
You put me on Joints. You put me on your album. Like, just a blessing.
Yeah, that's all love, right?
Personally.
Absolutely.
Outside of that, Grammy Award-winning multi-platinum producer, work with so many people, it'd be senseless for us to try to name all of them.
You might be better off trying to name the people he hasn't worked with. That might be a shorter list. That might be a much shorter list.
Wow.
But outside of that, the man has a pen to go along with the beat making, with the ear, with the instrument playing, with everything that he does.
Yeah, that's an unfair advantage.
It is.
It is. It's definitely an unfair advantage.
I appreciate
and
it.
he's not a producer rapper. Like, I don't even put him in that lane and say, yo,
Right.
he's producer rapping before Kanye, before these people. It's like what he does is he takes what he does instrumentally and musically and then just adds the lyrics as like a backdrop, as like he expresses his pain and what he feels on the beat, and it becomes another instrument in the track.
Listen.
Yes. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
That's a great explanation.
That was
Yeah.
That was a great explanation. Right
That's
there.
better. All right, good night, everybody.
Yeah, good night.
But
That's it.
he's gonna go humble and be like, "Yo, I'm not an MC. I'm not an M." And I'm like, he's always telling me, and I'm like, dude, what
But
you
I'm
do?
not, man. I'm a storyteller over a beat, man.
But that's what we strive to be.
Who doesn't
But
strive
the
to
thing,
be that?
well then, okay, so real talk. When you talk about an MC embodies all of that and still can move a crowd. I'm going to sit down by a fireplace and tell you about my story. The crowd is going to make me freeze up. I'm going to forget my lyrics. I'm going to forget the moment. I'm not an MC. I'm definitely a storyteller, though.
But we've shared stages. And
that was a wreck.
No.
None of y'all was there. If y'all was there, y'all saw me like, look at him. Like, I look like a little kid. I was just like, help.
No. The dopest part of that was your vulnerability to come to me before and be like, yo, I got to hit the stage. Yeah. Like,
right.
What do I do? Like, you know?
And I was being honest. And I'm gonna say
that.
this, and I appreciate you giving me all that love, but Sha doesn't realize that Sha was one of my favorite MCs. So I told you that before. Right. So you can't say that we just met and I just started giving you stuff off the strength. Like, I'm like, are you serious?
Listen, man.
And his flow is just out of here, man. Yeah. It's I hate the fact that there was ever a moment where anyone slept on you.
I get it.
But I think it's created such a monster. Every time you pick up the pen, it's real.
It's a scary moment.
It's a scary
moment.
Yeah,
I appreciate
it's a scary moment.
It. But working with you was definitely one of the highlights. Just being able to, like, I just remember coming to the house and you creating beats right there, me writing right there, and recording sometimes one.
That's what it's about, man.
Those moments. That's how those moments happen. That's the creative magic. Like, that's how it happens.
Yeah, I'll be finishing before he finished the beat, and then it'll be sometimes I'll do it in one take, and I'm like, yo, let me hit that again.
And I think, yo, this is exactly, yo, the look is there.
Like, what do you mean?
Yeah, it's fun though. That's the fun part. But it's not about me.
Hey, give it up for Focus, guys.
Man.
Give it up,
guys.
so much.
Thank you.
Appreciate it having Focus in the building,
man.
This is a big deal. You know, again,
thank you.
Just talking through your catalog and all your work that you've done. What keeps you motivated? Like, what keeps you like wanting to keep creating this foolishness, like the mastery of these. I like to call them scores to these movies that you produce.
That's dope. I appreciate that. It's two things, and it's only two things. My kids, they're sitting literally outside this door. But my kids keep me going.
Absolutely.
I was a father of 5, and you guys already know I've lost one, but still, father of 5, and I got a granddaughter now, so my kids keep me going. And the second thing is I am not music because I don't do music. I truly just embody what my father gave me. And like, I don't, it's not a cliche. Like, I hate when people say I am music. You're kind of knocking down the people that it really is. You cut me and I'm gonna bleed a melody. Like, it's not blood. You know what I'm saying? So it's those two things. Like, it's such a passion, and I don't see myself ever giving up making music. I just don't see it.
And just to put a period on that point, you're still a father of 5. Like,
no, 1,000%. That's why I always say it.
I'm speaking from experience because I lost one recently too. So yeah. So
condolences, bro.
I'm a father of 4. Even though one is not here, so but
and that's there. I always say it. Yeah,
you gotta. You're still a father of 5.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. What a blessing. I know you've been through a lot, man. Come a long way. Talk about your experience with like meeting with Dre. How did that start?
This is a long time ago, but I was working with Jason Weaver at the time, and he created a production company called Boob Tube Entertainment, and he wanted me to come down and be one of the producers. And so that was my journey from LA to Atlanta. And when I moved out to Atlanta, I started working with his roster. And one of the kids that I was working with, his name was Dax Gentry. He went by Dax, and his people were the ones that really had the end with Dre. So I just produced a whole demo on him, and that's how I got to Dre. It's through his people.
Got you.
Damn, just the word demo just put me in a whole nostalgia space. Like, had to produce a demo. Like, remember those days?
All, None of the, and then that's right, because it never came out. Wow. You know what I'm saying? These are just real records that we did just to get them heard. You know, so back in the day, those demos now, like people are finding ways to put that stuff out on Bandcamp or SoundCloud or whatever.
Yeah,
you know?
of course. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Now this Read the PDF project.
Yeah.
Dope project, by the way.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
The instrumentation in this project is insane. Yeah. Like,
come on, when you get with those cats, you have no other choice. Listen, you have no choice.
Yes.
Yeah.
Denon Porter, Dem Jointz, Focus.
Yeah.
Like 3 just brilliant minds coming together.
Thank you.
Composers.
Yes.
Artists, like true artists that understand the art, that understand sonically, there's a thing that comes along with it. Absolutely. Like, it's not just I want to put together a nice beat. There's a sound. There's an energy that comes along with the sound.
Yeah,
absolutely.
So project is dope.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
What brought you guys together?
It was a vision. Like in 2020, I think a lot of people were just trying to figure out what to do, and how to do it, especially from the confinements of your own home. So I had called Jointz, and we originally just started doing records together, and I was like, yo, if you want to, because I did a song called Don't Worry, Be Happy, and I did it with him and Ashley J, and it was just some online content to keep everybody kind of uplifted. And Jointz, in the middle of his verse, he flipped the beat, and I was like, yo, let's keep doing this. So our first record together was Up, and it's on the project, currently on the project now. And if you listen to that record in comparison to the rest of the records, you can hear that it's shorter. So we were experimenting. Gotcha. So it wasn't so much like flexing. It was just like, yo, let's see what we could do. So I set the song off, and Jointz came in after, and we sent it to Porter, and Porter knocked it out, and I was like, yo, there's something here. And I was like, so let's figure this out. And I was like, yo, Mr. Porter, Dem Jointz, Focus, what about Read the PDF? Because I wanted a title like Run the Jewels.
Okay.
God.
I figured you came up with it. I was
no, the whole entire concept, and the guys will tell you, like, this was something that I honestly brought to them, and I was like, I don't want to do it with anybody else. I want to do it with you guys. I mean, I look up to you guys as far as your creativity is concerned, and we come from the same house. You know what I'm saying? There's no way that you're not going to bring excellence. We come from the same camp.
Absolutely.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So it was effortless. Like, literally, after we did Up, we just literally started throwing records, and it started to form a sentence. And Snoop, we played it for Snoop.
Nice.
And Snoop made the sentence. He completed the sentence. Like, we had, by the time you look up. And he was like, by the time you look up and see what we doing. We looked at each other, was like, the album's done. That was it.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, you had a lot of verses on here that were, spitting some depth. It took us some time to kind of figure out, all right, what do we want to sit down and talk to this man about, right? Like, which direction we want to go.
Yeah, a lot has happened since we last talked. It's like my job turned to Job. Perfect vision made it hard to see the globe. I couldn't even use my passport to travel past the real roots of my black thoughts. Caps off. It got me in a weird space. I'm lying to everyone like I'm an alien with artificial emotion. This ain't my real face. I'm on some real shit. I'm done with real fake. What? You heard I had to bury my son. I hit a scarier area, drinking, trying to get numb. And my biggest mistake, I woke up that morning and got a gun. And I thought to use it from all the abuse I had suffered from. Kinda dumb, huh? You trying to see a nigga cry again. You been in this river with me, cue up all the violins. And y'all can say I'm sissy, I know when it counts I'm masculine. Please don't ask again. I don't know what else to say, I mean, You've been asking this all day, I mean. I got things to do, yo, I ain't critical. I'll just go get tattooed and find a way, I mean. ATC Cupid, you, I do go home and pray, I mean, I'm good. Okay, you wanna know the truth, the world's a lie. I'm tired of being sick and tired, I kept it real. Told you everything without a cap in sight. Me and Satan ain't your average fight. You can't survive my best day, let alone my average night. I lost a lot, all y'all see is gains. Y'all don't see the pains, y'all ain't real support. Y'all just ride the trains, every reel is short. I ain't gonna complain, cause complaining won't get me nowhere. Y'all just hear the beat and I got more to say, but let's not go there.
Yeah.
Gotta feel that.
Yeah, you got to. The music invokes the emotion. And one thing we say on the show a lot is there's only so many ops you can have. It's only so many bottles you can pop. It's only so many guns you can shoot. There's only so much money you can throw and do all of this. Like, at some point, you got to be a human. Yeah. And part of being human is having that vulnerability, having that, you know, transparency to let people know, like, I'm not just, what you see on stage is not always
It's not
what
always
it is.
me. Yeah.
So the transparency in this verse is wonderful, first and foremost. But it's a feeling to it. Yeah, it matches the music, like the pain matches the music, and like I said, it's a beautiful score to the words.
And the song started somewhere else.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the song started somewhere else.
Yeah.
And it was like you came out the curtains.
Like it's this showtime.
It was like a different scene was happening.
Right.
And then you came out and like the lights went down.
It was like that was the next phase of the
yeah,
play.
Yeah.
It's like you were seated and just like a lot has happened since we last talked.
Yeah.
To set off a verse like that.
Man.
I felt like he was talking to me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But still through the audience's ears that maybe we haven't been in touch for a while. Like maybe we haven't heard you speak on the microphone.
Right.
But at the same time, I'm like, after COVID, a lot of us were disconnected from our people.
This is very true.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know,
Very true.
and I know I've seen posts here and there. I'm like, man, sometimes I text, you know, but it's like, it's nothing like really talking to somebody and finding out what's going on.
This is true.
And this verse
Was that?
it was that, and it made me say, yo, we gotta have him on the show.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I
This is
appreciate
my
that.
guy, and I don't even know really what's going on. You know what I'm
Man.
saying? And
A lot has happened.
in one bar, like
Right.
and he says like my job turned
Turn
to Job.
to Job. And it's so easy to breeze by that.
Yeah.
Like as a listener,
Yeah.
it's so easy to breeze by that. It's like my job turned to Job, not realizing they're the same word spelled the same way.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But again, it's so easy to just breeze by it.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you people are familiar with the story of Job, but to sum it up really quickly, Job was doing well, right? Doing well
Until he wasn't.
until he wasn't.
Right, until he wasn't.
Until I guess you could call it an angel or whatever you want, maybe in the form of Satan, you know, came with the challenge like, hey, God, he only loves you because he's doing well. If you take away everything, see if he still rocks with you.
Yeah.
God was like, what? That's my G. Let me take away everything.
Man,
And he still rocked with God.
still rock with him.
And it came back 10 times over. So to know that these two bars is how you set it off, and to say your job
Turn to
turned
Job.
to Job.
Yeah.
Yee.
Welcome.
I mean, feel free to jump in and
Man.
I mean, I'm floored.
Yeah.
Just listening to you guys break it down. My initial line is to the beat, though. I'm not talking to the listener. I'm talking to the beat because the beat is my therapist. So my therapist keeps saying, tell me, how does it feel? And I'm sitting there like, well, a lot has happened since we last talked. It's like my job turned to Joe, blah, 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 so and so. So she keeps asking me the same question because she's trying to get to the truth.
Tell me
How does it feel? What? You heard I had to bury my son. I had a scary area, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Tell me, how does it feel?
Y'all can put
I don't
one
know
in
what
the
else to
collection
say.
plate.
I mean,
Okay.
you know what I'm saying? Like I'm starting to get frustrated. I don't know what else you want me to say. Like, what do you want me to do? That's why I start ramping up. And she says it again, and I'm just like,
It's like she's not hearing
you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't want me to. No, she's not letting me lie. She's making me stand my square. And the only thing that has made me stand my square in my whole entire life is music. That's the only thing that's listened to me, let me speak, let me be heard, never talk back, never was disrespectful. And it's always been there. But it always makes me pull my square. I have to stand my square. Yeah. So my final verse is accountability. Wow. That's why I'm like, yo, it's all a lie. I've been smiling in people's faces. It's all of it's a lie.
You see?
Man.
You see why we have to, like, you see why these aren't just words, people. Like, these aren't just words. Like, you hear them on the song, like, oh, yeah, that sounded cool. Like, you don't have to always dance. You don't have to always, you know what I mean? Like, sometimes you just got to be present.
Yes.
It ain't always about the punchline either.
Right.
You know
that's what I was about to say.
Sometimes the punchline is the truth.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. Yeah. Yep.
My job turned to Joe. Perfect vision made it hard to see the globe.
That's 2020. So the year 2020. We couldn't go nowhere.
Good night. Thank you. Listen. Perfect vision made it hard to see the globe. 2020 vision, but 2020 you couldn't travel.
Yeah, I couldn't even use my passport.
Use my passport to travel past the real roots of my black thoughts. We don't have to get into the roots black thought thing. I'm gonna hope y'all know that.
Of course not.
But the cap's off.
That means there ain't no lies. No lies.
Caps off. Got me in a weird space. I'm lying to everyone like I'm an alien with artificial emotion. This ain't my real face. And we always talk about people wearing a mask, like they wear a mask when they see you.
Yes.
But to combine, I'm in a weird space and like I'm an alien.
Yes.
You might breathe over that too.
Yeah.
Got me in a weird space. I'm lying to everyone like I'm an alien. Alien, space go together with artificial emotion. Yeah. This ain't my real face. It's fake.
Yeah.
The emotion that you even see ain't real. This ain't my real man.
And she comes back.
Tell me how does it feel?
She has not one time said anything different. She just sits there.
That's all she says is tell me how does it feel. That's all she says.
I mean, now I see the video.
Yeah.
But that's all. If you would have seen the actual visual, because all of that was a video in my mind. All I did was scribe what I was doing.
Yeah.
So she was going to be, and I wanted it to be very symbolic. I wanted a very buxom, beautiful black woman. And I wanted her dressed like a therapist, the glasses and the whole thing, which for any black male or any male and a female is supposed to be our best counterpart, right? Yeah. That's supposed to be everything. And where I can tell I'm supposed to be my safest, where I'm supposed to be able to tell my truth. So it's supposed to embody everything a woman could be to a man in that moment. You know what I'm saying? So she's alluring, she's beautiful, she's safe, she's a therapist, she's everything that you can think of. Like everything I wanted it all to be, and then sexy at the same time. It's like, but I'm not using the sexual part of it.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm really here because I'm trying to heal. Yeah. I'm not looking at your body. I'm not looking, like I'm really here trying to heal, and you're really here with me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like it was a lot. Wow. Like and to go back, I'm the oldest in the group, so every time you hear my verse, it's not gonna be fun. I'm gonna tell you
been through a lot
truth.
More.
Yeah, I go a lot deeper. So
wow.
Well, Dem Jointz looks older, so
no, we just joking.
We joke.
And then you go there, and now hearing you say the beat is therapy, like I can hear the almost the frustration, like what?
Yes.
Like you heard I had to bury my son. Like, I mean,
I had to scare you, and that's the thing, like losing your son, like that's a void, that's a pain, that's a hole that's unfillable.
Yeah.
That's all of that.
Yeah.
But to describe the results of that or the effects of that as a scarier area.
Yeah.
Drinking, trying to get numb, like even acknowledging that, like the cause and effect of I'm burying my son, I'm still dealing with that, and as a trickle down, I'm in a scarier place now. I'm in a darker place. I'm drinking, trying to get numb, trying to stop thinking about things.
Yeah.
And my biggest mistake, woke up that morning and got a gun.
Yeah.
And again, this is all still just me trying to explain to my therapist. Listen, this is all on. You want me to tell you how it feels? I'm telling you.
Yeah. Yes.
You don't want me to lie. You want me to tell you the truth. I'm telling you everything right now.
Yeah.
And this is me bearing my soul. This is me bearing everything that I'm dealing with right now.
But the thing about it is, all you're doing is telling her what you're dealing with. You're not telling her how you're dealing with it.
She's asking.
So she's going to keep saying, how does it feel? Yeah. I'm giving you the bare facts. The facts are this, 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 and this, and this. But how do you feel? So now you got to go back. What do you want me to say?
Yeah.
I don't feel good. Like, what do you want me to say? I felt good until I didn't.
Wow.
You know?
This is your oldest son, right?
No, my second oldest. My second oldest. Yeah, he was. He had moved out to Arkansas, and they said he was on his way from, I think his job or something like that, and it was like 6:30 in the morning, and a drunk driver, head-on collision, and killed him instantly. The driver had to be cut out of the car. He died on the site, and then there was a third passenger, one of his boys, was in the back, and he had to pretty much go through rehabilitation to learn how to walk and do all that stuff again. It was a horrific accident. Jesus. And yeah, that was in June of 2020.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even know how you process that. Like,
You have, and the funny thing about it is it goes back to inspiration. I wanted to die. I'm not going to lie. I wanted to die. I started drinking heavily. I started, smoking weed. I was doing everything in my power to be numb. And I had, big shout out to my big brother, Dre. Dr. Dre was just, like, when I told him what I was going through, he was like, nah, you can't be by yourself. You can't, because even at that time, I was, I was going through marital issues, you know what I'm saying? And my home just started falling apart. Like, everything in 2020 went down. That's why my job turned to Job. I literally just watch everything fall like dominoes. And I was like, what did I do? But I still had to keep doing, you know what I'm saying? You still have to get up. You still have to provide for everybody that's here. And there was no option that was safe enough for me to just sit down and process. Like, I had to process on the fly. I was in the studio the whole time. I had to process on the fly. My whole camp saw me break down and cry. And a lot of those guys became my brothers, especially in 2020 and 2021, because they gave me a place to be safely human. Like, I was allowed to break down. I was allowed to have those moments around guys that, machismo ain't a thing. It's just we men. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, nah, you good. Like, you all right. Don't worry about it.
right.
So it was really it's an eye-opening moment,
To say the least.
Yeah.
Man, we appreciate the rhyme scheme.
Oh, thank
Absolutely.
you. Thank you.
Attention to detail.
Yeah, we love when rhyme schemes go beyond 2 bars, even having a scarier area in there, which sounds like a dope show. Just son, gun, dumb, and then to tell me how does it feel coming back again. And again, you can almost hear, it's almost like a loss for words in terms of the rhyme writing side. It's like you trying to see them cry again. It's almost like this ain't rhymes no more. Like,
Right. It's a conversation.
It's
what
a
do you
conversation.
want from me?
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like, I'm telling you everything, but you keep asking me the same question.
Yeah.
Tell me, how does it feel?
I keep avoiding her question, though.
This is true.
Yeah.
But
I
just
keep avoiding her question by giving her facts, but I'm not telling her how I feel.
Wow. You've been in this river with me. Like,
Cue up. Listen, so cry,
Cry me a
river.
Yeah.
So, but to add in the cue up all the violins,
Yeah.
what you just spoke to with the y'all can say I'm sissy. I know when it counts, I'm masculine. Please don't ask again.
Yeah.
Right. And that's, again, being able to be
Vulnerable.
human,
Yeah.
being vulnerable, being emotional, being unafraid to share that emotion and feeling like it makes you less of a man or less masculine. So,
And that's the time that I grew up in. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
of course.
When
Absolutely.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So it's like, yo, y'all can call me sissy, but no matter what, when it counts, the bills are paid. When it counts, I show up for my kids. When it counts, I'm taking care of my responsibility. When it counts, I'm a provider. When it counts, I'm a protector. When it counts, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, yo,
Please
y'all
don't
can say
ask
whatever
again.
you want, but don't ask me again.
right. Don't question my manhood because you see me cry.
Right.
Basically.
Right. But I told that to the therapist. I'm like, don't ask
Right.
me again. Don't ask. I don't want to go deeper than that. And she asked again.
She asked again.
And as a listener, it may not be easy to pick up that you're saying you're responding to the how does it feel? 'Cause it's just part of the beat.
Right.
It's like
you feel
just
like that's the
bopping.
sample. You
Yeah,
feel
it's
like that's
just
just
a
a sample of
sample.
the beat. You're not really listening to the fact that there's an actual conversation going on.
But it's
It's brilliant. It's
the
absolutely
fact that
brilliant.
it's prompting you
I appreciate
to
it.
talk to the beat. Like,
Yeah.
nah, shorty, chill.
Yeah, you're
Like,
not listening.
please
Yes.
don't ask again.
Right.
And then she asks again.
And she asks again.
And now it's really almost like, yo,
Yeah. I don't know what else to say. I mean,
Like-
like,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
what
yeah,
else?
exactly.
What else you want?
Yes, yeah. Yeah.
like, you know what I'm saying? You've been asking this all day, I mean. And the use of apostrophe here is so necessary where a lot of times people do it lazily where everything is just, oh, my nigga, hey, my nigga. Like,
Right.
I don't know what to say. I mean, you've been asking this all day, I mean, because it's like, I really am at a loss.
Yeah.
Right. I don't know what you
Like,
want from
I
me.
mean, and that's in conversation. You're like, yo,
Yeah.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? So
Right.
it comes off so natural. And
Wow.
I got things to do, yo. I ain't critical. I'll just go get tattooed and find a way. I mean,
listen,
Every man does that. You're gonna
I'll
find a way.
just go get tattooed and find a way. I mean,
That's right.
but then to bring it back.
but think about the tattoo for a second. Like,
Okay.
like he said, a lot of guys do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's almost like instead of therapy, instead of saying like how you feel and talking through it and going to your boys and having somebody hold you down.
You go get a tattoo that makes you that says how you feel.
You get something. You get a scripture. You get a face. You get
Uh-huh.
and
Well, you have to understand what it is. That's therapy.
Yeah.
You turn around and you're taking internal pain and putting it external.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So every time I've gotten a tattoo, and they all over.
Right.
Every time I've gotten a tattoo, I've gone through something horrific, but I've been able to take the internal pain, put it in the tattoo.
Yeah.
It becomes external, and then you heal from it. Is it good? No, because it's the same thing as being a cutter.
I never looked at it like that.
I never looked at it like that either.
You know who brought me to that realization? Dre. He said, "What's the difference? You're marking your skin. You heal from it because in that moment, you
That's what
need
feels
some
good.
kind of anchor to a reality, and the pain is the reality. You don't have to necessarily put ink in your skin. Cutters do the same thing.
So it's a beautiful scar.
It's a beautiful scar. This is more art than it is marks.
Wow.
I still think it's brilliant to put it there because I would have never thought about I'll just go get tattooed and find a way as an answer to this
For
therapist.
what I'm dealing with.
Yeah.
What I'm dealing, like I've never would have put that together as many times.
Bad thing about it is that's what I do though. I just stopped doing it.
Wow.
I don't see
dead
anything
serious.
wrong with it.
No, of course. You know what? Going into body art, you want to have the right mind state, mind frame. Like a lot of people just go and get blasted and not understand why
Yeah.
afterwards. You know what I'm saying? So I do understand why. I promised myself I would never go to the face, and I went to the face. You know what I'm saying? And I went to the face, and I was trying to make a statement, but don't ask me who I made the statement to. I was just in a moment.
Well, I think once you go to the face, you saying I ain't working 9 to 5.
It's not a
That's
bad
just what it is.
This is
I'm standing on that.
he said I'm standing on that.
standing on business
Go
out
on.
here, fool.
Go and hit me
toes
right there.
down.
No more job interview. Oh man.
But yeah, to bring it all back to Get Tattooed and Find a Way, I mean, but then to bring it back with the ATCQ.
Yeah. One of my favorite
Find a
songs
way.
by them. Yep.
Should I just go back or come harder? Let me find my way. Yeah. So, to bring it back to that and to say, bring it back to ATCQ, bid you adieu, go home and pray. I mean, listen, I'm good. But again, she's still asking.
Yeah.
Tell me, how does it feel?
She's still talking.
She's still talking. She still want to know.
Yeah.
And then at this point, you break.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. All right. You keep asking, you got me.
No.
Okay, you want to know the truth? It's all a lie.
Yeah.
I'm tired. I'm tired of being sick and tired. Kept it real with everyone I know without a cap in sight. Me and Satan ain't your average fight. You can't survive my best day, let alone my average night.
Yeah.
So, you know the truth. Okay, you want to know the truth? It's all a lie. So you got truth and lie. I'm tired of being sick and tired.
Yeah.
Kept it real with everyone I know without a cap in sight. So I kept it real, no cap. And then me and Satan ain't your average fight. You fighting demons every day. Like, this is what I got to deal with. Like, this ain't, but I'm dealing with them probably more than what the average human is dealing with right now. That goes back to the job turning to Job.
Exactly.
So this ain't your average night. So you bringing this all back from my job turning to Job.
Yeah.
But then you said you can't survive my best day, let alone my average night.
Yeah.
I lost a lot.
But all you see is games. Y'all don't see the pain. Y'all ain't real support. Y'all just ride the trains.
Yeah.
Every reel is short. I
know y'all know what that meant.
Listen.
I know y'all know what that meant.
Y'all ain't real support. Y'all just ride the trains. And listen, this is why every reel is short. And this goes back to, I ain't gonna complain, but this goes back to
social media.
Y'all not real support. Like, it looks great on the gram. It looks great to say, yo, that's my homie. Yo, that's this. Y'all just ride the train.
Yeah.
And this is the whatever type of train it is. If you want to just fit in, the bandwagon, the hype train, whatever it is, y'all ain't real support. And I always had my statement for support, I always say support is a verb.
Yes, sir.
Support is not, oh yeah, that's my brother and that's it.
Yeah.
But you gotta also, in that line, y'all ain't real support. They're not supporting my reels. The story I've been telling in my reels, they wasn't supporting that anyway. Unless I'm standing next to Dre, I don't get the support.
Wow.
Talk about it.
Y'all ain't real support. Y'all just ride the train
as well.
Yeah, we say that all the time.
Yeah, and then when you say every reel is short, everybody's life is that short. Every reel that you're showing me is that short. That's not your life.
No,
it's not.
A minute, 30 seconds.
Yeah, that's not your
at
life.
Most.
That's not the social media is not my life.
No, and stories disappear.
Yes,
right
about that.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yep.
Stories disappear. Reels are
and they feel good for that moment. That
That's
24
it.
hours, then that's it.
That's it. Yeah.
Snap back to reality.
yeah.
That's right.
It's so crazy because we've come to the realization that we post not as much on Instagram, Facebook, because we realize those are friends, followers, people that give you the, hey, doing your thing.
Good job.
Likes, comment, once in a while. But when we go on YouTube, it's strangers. And it feels like a business.
Yes.
That we are actually reaching people that don't necessarily know us, don't really care about what we got going on. And if they like the content, they support the content.
Right.
And it's different, because you expect more from your peoples.
That's not how it works.
Not how it works.
Yeah, that's definitely not how it works.
Nah.
It's definitely not how it works.
We've kind of learned that, not necessarily the hard way, but we're understanding. Like, I'm not posting something on IG and going back and looking at the comments and seeing if my friends cared. Like, they don't care.
Right.
Tupac cares.
All I'm gonna say is that
and it's okay. It is okay.
Hey, Tupac cares if don't nobody else care, bro.
But when you going through something and you start to realize, like, yo, this social media thing ain't it.
This ain't it.
And then, you know what? I wanna jump in there. No dissing the people that do care but don't know how to show it. No dissing the people that honestly cared but were going through their own thing. No dissing the people that were trying to navigate at that time and probably doing the same therapeutic thing that I was doing. You feel what I'm saying? So I didn't expect anything from anybody. I don't expect any kind of, feeling sorry for me, no sorrow, no nothing like that. But in that moment, when you feel the brunt of everything, at that moment, you lash out at everybody.
Yeah.
Wow. Everyone gets it in the moment.
Wow.
Y'all ain't real support. You can say that to your family, and then all of a sudden you come back and you go,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, you might have been going through something.
Yeah.
I'm tripping. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't reach out to you. So why should I
how
expect you? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like I didn't know how you were doing. You know what I'm saying? So it's really one of those things. Like you said, like my final verse was, I was fed up. Like if there was a visual for that, I got up, I flipped the table.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like it was that moment.
Yeah.
Wow.
And like you said, I ain't gonna complain. Complaining won't get me nowhere. Y'all just hear the beat, and I got more to say.
But let's not go there. Man.
That was 2 years of my life. That was 2 years.
Wow.
And that was just 2020 and 2021.
Wow. Man.
Yeah.
But to add that backdrop to it, like to not only know that these are actual stories, like an actual life being lived in these words, but to add the therapeutic element, to add that as the backdrop.
Yeah.
Again, these are intricacies of the music that people wouldn't know. If you're just an average listener, an average casual listener, you'll just hear it and be like, oh, the sample is, tell me how does it feel? But they're not listening to the conversation that's going on or the concept of it. So that's why it's a beauty having you here. Because again, being able to add that context, it makes you look at the song through a different lens, and it actually paints the picture of, again, you have the picture in your mind, like you can see that now.
Yeah.
Knowing that this was kind of a therapeutic moment, and knowing like this was the idea. Like I'm on the couch, I'm trying to explain where I am right now.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Appreciate you.
No, I appreciate you guys. Like it's first off, just to have, real aficionados look into the music, peer into the soul of the music, and give us a spotlight, man. Hats off. It's you could do it for the the clicks and the likes and all that stuff, but you guys do it for the love, and that means everything. And there's no way in hell I was gonna be out here. Shaw was like, "Yo, let's do it in person." I'm like,
it was so random.
It was so random.
Yeah, that's
it was
crazy.
so random. I'm at his crib, and we were talking about the concept, which we're gonna talk about. And I was like, let me call this dude. Let me just see him, get him on the phone.
Right.
Yeah.
And it went straight to voicemail. I was like, he probably flying somewhere. This dude text me back, yo, I just landed in ATL.
Like, what?
I'm like, nah.
Oh, really?
I'm like, nah. There's no way in the world that just happened.
Yeah.
I'm like, nah, we got to do this.
I appreciate you, man.
Yeah, man.
This
absolutely.
is dope.
Yeah. So what we want to do, what I was hitting you about as well,
All right.
is we want to have a contest where guys get to submit a minute or short reel of bars.
Right.
Right?
Okay.
They get to spit something, and we're gonna post them on our page, have an ongoing contest. Whoever gets the most likes wins $500.
That's dope.
And we want your instrumentation as the backdrop for that.
Yeah. That would be dope.
That's easy. That's easy. Y'all can ask me for anything. It's easy.
man.
Come on, man. I'll give
Y'all got that, right? Y'all got that on tape, right?
I'll stand my square on that. I'll give you as many beats as you need, whatever. I think that
brother,
if you
appreciate
really
it.
want to make it a doper challenge,
Okay.
include the whole community. Make them rap to a BPM. Make them rap to a click. And then have producers step up and make beats and the best song. You can make this thing a thing.
Listen. Let's talk about it. It's just starting.
Talk about it.
Yeah,
It's
let's
just
make
starting.
it a thing.
Yeah, man.
Listen. We're gonna start with one producer and just open it up.
Let's do it. I'm with it. Yeah.
Say you what, man? Really want to talk about it? Huh?
Nah, listen. We want more engagement. We want
Absolutely.
more. We want more bars. Like the whole reason we created this show
Listen,
was instead of complaining about what's not out there, we want to big up
what's out there, and what we find. And
But the dopest way to do it is to challenge it.
Yeah.
And the only way to challenge it is by doing something different. These kids are used to rapping the beats. So the beat has to come first. The beat has to dictate. No. Rap to a click. Bring me into your world. And then I'll just turn around and be the soundtrack to that. And
That's
my
nice.
perfect example, I did that with Rapper Pooh. We did a project called RPM. And I was like, you know what, let's challenge each other, you know, because it did get to a point where you just keep making beats and making songs. And so I was like, yo, rap to this BPM. And I would send him BPMs, and he just had to rap. Or I'd send him another one and be like, yo, pick your favorite rap beat and do the song to that. And then I replaced the beat. So it was something that it kept us both creative, because then when I would send him the song, it was a brand new song.
Brand new song, completely different.
It was a brand new song. Like, he didn't hear his voice, you know, like it was really dope. And it kept us inspired to finish that project.
See what dope minds do? You see how dope minds operate?
It was dope. That was really fun too. And like, a lot of the times he didn't have a hook, so he gave me carte blanche to pull, you know, my other people in. Shout out to Coco Sarai and C.S. Armstrong. They came through for me on that project, so it was really fun.
Man, love it, man.
What a blessing.
Yeah.
Listen, man.
Let's keep blessing the world.
Hey.
Hold on, wait. Keep it going.
Y'all gotta keep the party going. Man, we appreciate you coming through, man.
I appreciate you guys.
Like, taking time out of your schedule while you're here. And again, we appreciate the music. More
Thank you so much.
For clarity purposes, like we really want to let people know we appreciate the music. It's not just that you hear because y'all, you know what I mean, y'all got a relationship, whatever the case may be. The music it kind of speaks for itself. It, you know, it invites this type of conversation. And yeah, again, having that context and that backdrop to it, it takes the song to another level, adds another layer to it.
Yeah.
But just the music, like sonically, is so pleasing.
Thank you, brother.
Again, we want to thank you for taking your time.
And I appreciate y'all having
step
me.
in and be here, man.
Thank you, man. I want to give one thing.
Absolutely.
I got to give my flowers to Sha. I've done a lot of raps in my time, and the person that I am, I know how to bring across emotion. We did a project called the Motion Soundtrack, and he did a record called Rain. And you were the narrator, but you were emotional. This record really is an homage to that.
Wow.
Because you would talk in conversation, and then you'd get low by the end of the verse. And remember, I had to change the beat up in Rain, because your final, like, your voice was raised and elevated, and you were spitting the last verse like feverishly. And I was like, I can't just give him the same. It can't be the same beat.
The same beat all the way through.
You know what I'm saying? So I didn't even change my beat, but I took a key from that, and I was like, you know what? There's something about the way that Sha, like, when he gets into his flow, and I saw song and I want song, like he finds his pocket, and then once he starts doing that, and you hear his voice ramp up, it's like, I need to listen.
Yeah.
And I needed this to be that moment. I didn't want people just to be nodding. That's why I said, y'all just hear the beat, but I got more to say, but I'm not gonna go there. Y'all don't need to hear it right now. Y'all too busy doing this. Have that moment. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
So shout.
Thank you.
This is
Thank
dope,
you,
man.
Listen.
Yeah.
Flowers everywhere.
Yeah.
Flowers everywhere.
First time I ever been produced, I was just, I know the difference between a producer and a beat maker because of you. Definitely one of the
Appreciate
greatest
you, bro.
experiences, you know, of my career. Just being able to go back and forth, and man, yeah. Everybody, give it up for Focus. Let them know where they can.
Give it up,
Thank
goddammit.
you.
Where they can reach you, where they can find you, where they can see you, read the PDF. Y'all still working on some more?
I hope so, man. I work with two. And I'm working with two superstar producers, man. They superstars. You know what I'm saying? Like I just got on Dem Jointz calendar last week, and I think Porter, I'm about a year out. You know, he's over here doing this thing with Eminem, but you know, I joke with them. They are amazing, and hopefully we'll come back together. But if you guys want to reach me, at Focus, the number 3 dots. Focus 3 DOTS, and I'm only on Instagram. I have a TikTok, but I think I looked at that one time in 4 years or something. Yeah, so I'm not that guy. Yeah,
we're not skilled.
I'm not
TikTokers.
Man, that thing just makes me feel retarded. Like,
we're not skilled.
We gotta get our kids to.
Yeah, I gotta get one of my kids.
man.
Yeah, I gotta get somebody.
Let them do something.
Man, I gotta call a 17-year-old. I gotta recruit him. To do something. You gotta do something, man.
So help me out. Yeah.
Right, help us
help
out.
me help you. Yeah.
Right.
Thank y'all. If you made it this far, hit the subscribe button.
Please.
Like, comment, share, Hope you had a great time. Thank you. Come on back. Take no bars off. Peace.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe.